Hello everyone. So today we shall discuss some numerical problems of module 1. Okay. So first let's begin with the fire demand formulas. So these are the fire demand formulas: National Board of Fire and Threats formula, Freeman's formula, Quishling's formula, and Burston's formula. Okay. So these any one can be used, and you have to remember this. Any one formula can be asked in your examination, and you will be asked to estimate the fire demand. So these are simple numerical formulas. So here we can solve a simple problem by using this any one of the formula. So here the question is given like this: estimate the fire demand for a city having a population of 1,50,000 using Burston's formula. Okay, so here this is the Burston's formula, that is Q is equal to 5663 under root P. Okay, so here P should be population in terms of thousands. Okay, hence population is in thousands is equal to 1,50,000. So you have to divide this number by 1000, then you will get 150,000. Okay, so Burston formula is given by Q is equal to 5663 under root P. Okay, so that's why 5663 under root P is equal to, if you calculate this, you will get under root 150 is around 12.34, I guess. So you have, if you multiply that with 5663, you will get the value as 69,357 liters. Okay, similarly you can check the same population for all these different formulas, and you can arrive at the solution. Okay, so I hope it is very simple, just substitution, but the care should be taken that the population whatever you are using in this formula, it should be in terms of thousands. Okay, so now coming to population forecasting methods. Okay, so there are various types of population forecasting methods here listed here, that is arithmetic increase method, geometrical increase method, incremental increase method, so decrease growth of rate of growth method, graphical extension method, so graphical comparison method, zoning or master plan method, so ratio and correlation method, growth composition analysis method, and logistic curve method. So out of these, usually the problems will be asked on first three methods, and so this is the formula to find out to estimate forecast the population using arithmetic increase method. So it is a simple formula. It gives us, so Pn is equal to P plus N into I. Okay, it is a very simple method compared to all other methods. Okay, and here the incremental increase from one decade to another decade is constant. So here one decade is equal to 10 years. So one decade is equal to 10 years. So this is the formula. So Pn is equal to P plus N into I. Here Pn is the population for which the population has to be estimated, that is the nth decade. So P is the population of the last decade, and N is the number of decades, and I is the average incremental increase. Okay, so similarly we have another formula called as the geometrical increase method. Okay, so that is, it is given by Pn is equal to P into 1 plus Ig divided by 100 whole to the power of n. Okay, so here also Pn represents the forecasting population for the next decade for which it is required, and P is the population of the last decade. So 1 plus Ig divided by 100. So Ig is the geometrical increase of the previous decades. Okay, so and N is the number of decades for which the population has to be predicted. So we have one more formula, that is incremental increase method. So it is given by Pn is equal to P plus N into I plus R into N plus 1 divided by 2. So it is here in this method the average incremental increase is considered. Here Pn is the futuristic population after nth decade. Okay, so P is the present population and N is the number of decades, and I is the average incremental increase for a decade, and R is the average incremental increase. Okay, so I is the average incremental increase for decade, and R is the average incremental increase. Okay, so once if you solve one problem, you will come to know about these terminologies. So here let us solve one problem. Okay, so here the year is given and the population is given, so we have to estimate the population after nth decade. Okay, so here this is the question here, that we have to estimate the population by different methods. Okay, and we have to estimate the population after, you know, this is the data which is given here. So this is the year. You can see the year is increasing 10 years. Okay, so that is one decade. So one decade means we have seen that it is 10 years. So 1982, then next 1992, then another 10 years 2002 and 2012. So normally we design the, as we have discussed, we design the water supply schemes for 3 to 4 decades. So here in this numerical problem, so we are supposed to estimate the future population of the next 4 decades. Okay, so next 4 decades means, so here 4 decade population is given, so we have to estimate the population after 4 decades. That means after 40 years from the year 2012, because we have to estimate the design the water supply schemes for future population. So the 4th decade will be 2052. That means you have to keep on adding 40 years for this 2012. So after 4 decades, what is the population we have to estimate? Okay, so for that we have to create different columns here. Okay, so for 3 different methods. So this is the column which represents the population forecasting by arithmetic increase method. Okay, so don't see all these things, so you just concentrate on this here. Okay, so here first the population is given as 1982, it is 80. Okay, so maybe it is in terms of 1000, or in 1992 it is 150, in 2002 it is 190, in 2012 it is 265. Okay, so we have to calculate the increment per decade. That means how much population is increased for every 10 years. So for 1992, what we have to do is we have to subtract this 150 minus 80. So then that increment per decade will be 70. Similarly for the year increment, so here first column there won't be any number because it will be, there will be no increment in this year. So in the next year it will be, we have to difference of these two values, then that will be 150 minus 80, it is 70. Similarly in the year 2002, 190 minus 150, then it is increment increase is 40. So in 2012 it is 265 minus 190, it is 75. So this is the total incremental increase for the 3 decades. Okay, so we have to estimate the average incremental increase to use that value in the formula. Okay, so if you want to do the average, we have to add all these 3 values and divide it by 3, because we have 3 different values for 3 different decades. So that's why, so it is 70 plus 40 plus 75, it will be 185. Then 185 divided by 3, the average incremental increase will be 61.67. Okay, maybe you can slowly calculate by yourself and check, the value comes to be out of 61.67. So now we are estimating the population by first method, that is increment by arithmetic increase method. The formula for arithmetic increase method is Pn is equal to P plus N into I. Okay, so here Pn is the population for how much decades we are estimating. We are estimating the population after 4 decades, that is 40 years. So the population for next to 40 years we have to estimate. So that is here N is equal to 4 decades. Okay, so where this P is the population of the last decade, that is the previous decade which is known to us. Okay, and I is the average incremental increase per decade. So for per decade we have averaged this value and we have found out that as 61.67. Okay, so using this formula, so Pn is equal to P plus N into I. So here Pn means the population after 4 decades, that is for the year 2052. Okay, so for the year 2052, so the previous population is 265. Okay, so here we have written as 265. So plus N means we have to estimate after 4 decades. That means for the year 2052. That means N is 4 here. Okay, so P plus N into I is 61.67. Okay, so if you simplify this, so you will get the value as 511.68. Then approximately you can take it as 520 is the value. So this is how we have to estimate the population using arithmetic increase method. So now coming to geometrical increase method, so we have to concentrate on this column. Okay, to find out the geometrical increase per decade, so we have to calculate the percentage increase for each decade. Okay, so for that there won't be any value for first column because there won't be any increase in the population for this year. Okay, so now you forget this and you concentrate on this column. So this is the column which represents the geometrical increase method. Okay, so here to calculate the geometrical increase per decade, so what we have to do is, so 150 minus 80, okay, divided by 80 into 100. Okay, then you will get the value as 87.5. that is the incremental increase per decade. Okay, so similarly for the year 2002, the incremental increase will be 190 minus 150 divided by 150 into 100. So then it becomes 26.67. So similarly for the next decade, 265 minus 190, okay, so divided by 190 into 100, then you will get it as 39.47. okay, so again we have to do the average because the average value is used in the formula. If you add all these values and divide it by 3, because we have 3 decades population here, then we'll get the value in average geometrical increase for each decade will be 51.21. okay, so now we have the formula for geometrical increase method as Pn is equal to P into 1 plus Ig divided by 100 whole to the power of n. Okay, so here remember n is, again we are estimating the population after 40 years, that is 4 decades. Okay, here we know the Ig value is 551.21, that is average incremental increase for these 3 years which we have estimated using this tabular column. Then we are using this formula Pn is equal to 265 into 1 plus 51.21 divided by 100 whole to the power of n. Okay, here note that again P is 265, that is the population known for the last decade. Okay, similar to this value here in the previous method. Okay, so P into 1 plus Ig divided by 100. So Ig is the average geometrical increase value, so divided by 100, n is the value for after 4 decade. So if you simplify this, so you will get the value as 1385.37, approximately equal to, can you get it as 1500. Okay, so this is how we can estimate the population using geometrical increase method. Okay, so now we have the last method, that is the estimation of the population by the incremental increase method. So here we have to find out the average incremental increase for each year. Okay, so for this there won't be any value for first year. So for now you concentrate on these 2 columns. Okay, so to calculate the incremental increase for the each decade, so similar to the incremental increase what we have estimated in arithmetic increase, so we will calculate here. So the value will be 150 minus 180, it is 70, then 190 minus 150, it is 40, then 265 minus 190, it is 75. Okay, so then you will get it as similar to the arithmetic increase method. So okay, we will get the value as 185, and if you divide it by 3, then you will get the value as 61.67. okay, this is the incremental increase per decade. So we have to calculate average incremental increase method, so that's why we have divided it by 3. Similarly, to calculate the incremental increase for the next decades where it is considered, we have to again subtract this value 40 minus 70, difference of the incremental increase. So note that here there could be also decrease or increase in the population. So in this incremental increase method, the decrease in the population is also considered. Okay, so for that reason here, if you subtract 40 minus 70, you can observe the negative value here. That means for this particular year, in this bandwidth, so the population is decreasing in this particular period of time. So 40 minus 70, it is minus 30. So in the next incremental increase year, you can estimate it as 75 minus 40. So that is 75 minus 40 is 35. Then we have to do the average for these two values. So then it will become, so minus 30 plus 35. So here we have only two values. So then that will be equal to 5. Okay. So then we have to again do the average. So that is 5 divided by 2. We have only two values here. So 5 divided by 2. Then we get the value of R as 2.5. So we need both the values of I and R to estimate in this, to use this in this incremental increase method formula. So it is given by Pn is equal to P plus N into I plus N into N plus 1 into R divided by 2. Okay, so where R is the average incremental increase, that is equal to, from this formula, so 5 divided by 2, so that is called as R. So here we have estimated it as 2.5. Okay, so Pn is equal to P into 1 Pn is equal to P plus N into I plus N into N plus 1 into R divided by 2. So where R is the average incremental increase, that is equal to 2.5. So it can be estimated as Pn is equal to 265 is the population for the previous known decade, plus N is, we have to estimate it after 4 decades. That's why 4 into I is the average incremental increase. So similar to the formula of arithmetic increase method. So we have estimated it as 61.67 plus N is 4. Okay, so N into 4 plus 1 divided by 2 into R is 2.5. Okay, if you simplify this, then you will get the value as 536.68, approximately equal to 540. Okay, so this is how you can see the maximum value which we have obtained by using all the three methods is 1500. Okay, so since the geometrical increase is considered, the value will be relatively higher in case of geometrical increase method. Okay, so this is how we can forecast the population by using the arithmetic increase method, geometrical increase method and incremental increase method. Okay, so to solve more problems, okay, I have given some assignment questions and homework questions to you. You can use the same methodology and solve the problems using these methods, that is using arithmetic increase method, geometrical increase method and incremental increase method. Okay, so you can solve the problem. So I'll stop at this stage so that you can practice the problems for estimating the population for 3 decades or 4 decades depending upon the question and requirement given in the problem. Okay, so in case if you have any doubts, you can come back to me. Okay, and you can solve assignment problems, you can solve few more problems on the same lines, so then you can understand a little more. Okay, so you start working down using your pen and paper and try to solve them and submit your assignment before the deadline. Okay, so see you in the next class.